It's Dave Barnett from the investlocalbook.com blog site. Wanted to make a little video today about a deal that I put together over the last few days. If you heard the FSN radio interview that I did a couple days ago, I mentioned a equipment loan to some young guys who had a business where they do floor resurfacing, and they wanted to get some grinding equipment. And the deal was a really good deal because of the effect it would have on the cash flow of this business. Basically, they were renting equipment for about $500 a day, and they had an opportunity to buy equipment that would do the same thing for them, and they could own it, and it was going to cost about $6,000 to buy the equipment. But quite literally, they'd be able to save at least $1,000 a month off their rental costs. So it was a deal that would help improve the cash flow of the business in a big way. Little background, though, is that this business has only been around, I'm talking to you in the middle of September 2014, and this business started up basically in February. So they've had a lot of great growth. They're doing a lot of jobs. They're getting contracts. Everything's good. But they are still really a startup kind of business. So that, to me, entails a certain amount of risk. Now, the deal that I put together, they are both owners are personally guaranteeing the note. The business is guaranteeing the note. I have security against the equipment that they purchased. So it's a secured deal, a secured loan. But I still am not comfortable with the risk profile of a $6,000 loan to a couple of guys who really are very new in business. So what I did is I employed one of my leverage tactics from the book in order to reduce risk, not to boost leverage. So what I did is I created the note. It's at 15.9% interest. I did add a lender's fee onto that as well, so it boosted the initial balance of the loan. And what I did is I went to one of my friends who sometimes invests in deals with me, and before I did the deal, I just asked him if he would be willing to split it with me. So I did the deal. I advanced $6,000. I added on the lender's fee, and then I immediately, the next day, wrote a purchase and sale agreement between myself and my friend, the investor, where I sold him a 50% interest in the note. And he wrote me a check for half of the total note face value. So in my book, I warned that if you use this technique for leverage, for example, if he was happy with a 9% return, I could have sold him a 50% interest in the cash flows for far more than 50% of the face value of the note. But in this case, I wasn't interested in using this transaction for leverage. I was using it for risk mitigation. So I sold it to him for the 50% of the face value of the note, which means that there was no capital gain or loss in the transaction. So it in no way is any kind of taxable event. So I created the note for $6,000, added the lender's fee, sold 50% of the face value of the note to my friend. He wrote me a check for that. So now I'm into it for half the amount of money, and I feel more comfortable at that level. And we're just going to have to wait for next month and make sure that the first payment arrives on time. If you're interested in learning about how you can do small private equity, local investment type deals, earning superior rates of return while understanding how to control and limit your risk, then you really should buy a copy of my book, Invest Local. It's available for download in PDF form at investlocalbook.com, and it's also available from Amazon in paperback and on the Kindle. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.